welcome back to Kitchen WOD. I'm Andy Vanderhoff from CrossFit Pella. Last week we spoke about the importance of planning for our meals and snacks and also the importance of protein. The general guidelines that I gave you as an active CrossFitter, someone who lifts relatively heavy weights 5 to 6 times a week, your goal was 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. If you're someone who's trying to cut a significant amount of body fat, therefore you're maybe reducing your calories somewhat, I wanted you to target more around the 3/4 or if you have a significant amount of body fat to lose, close to that 1/2 gram of protein per pound of body weight. But what we're going to talk about today is the importance and the role of the macronutrient of carbohydrates. So carbohydrates sometimes get a bad reputation. You've heard about a lot of the diets like the Atkins diet. A lot of people say that paleo is considered a low carbohydrate diet. But in actuality, paleo isn't considered a low carbohydrate diet. And what I want to address today is the importance of carbohydrates and to give you an idea of how much carbohydrates you should be eating and maybe when. So if you're an active CrossFitter, when I say active CrossFitter, I'm talking 5 to 6 days a week. You hit those workouts pretty hard, or if you're not a CrossFitter, if you're really active, lifting heavy weights, I'm talking about you. You will want to get no less than 150 to 200 grams of carbohydrate. So you want that to be close to or slightly higher than where you're at for your protein. On days that you're working exceptionally hard, maybe a longer workout, maybe you're also doing some endurance like running or rowing, swimming, things like that, you want to increase those carbohydrates even a bit more. Reason why is that if you don't have significant amounts of carbohydrate before you train, you're going to run out of energy. So it's a balance of eating enough carbohydrates to keep you fueled for that workout, but not so much that it's converted into excess body fat. So if you are not currently very active, or you're maybe just kind of doing minimal type of workouts, then you want to trim those carbohydrates down. Maybe even below 100 grams of carbohydrates a day. On days that you're not working out, even if you are an active CrossFitter and you are trying to cut some excess body fat, you also want to reduce those carbohydrates to around 100 grams a day. Now when I talk about carbohydrates, I'm not talking about cookies, pop, things like that. That shouldn't even be considered. When you're talking about carbohydrates in food, we're talking about actual food, things that have nutritional benefit. Fruit, steel-cut oats, starchy vegetables like sweet potatoes, white potatoes, squash, things like that. If you're more of a vegetarian type person, go ahead and look at those legumes, so black beans, peanuts, things like that. Nuts have quite a bit of carbohydrate also. So in summary, carbohydrates, you definitely need them, especially on days that you're training hard. Try to target somewhere in that 150 to 200 grams or slightly higher than the amount of protein that you're taking in. If you're trying to reduce body fat, go ahead and cut those back a little bit. If you start to feel too sluggish, then you know that you need to increase those. If you're not cutting body fat and that's your goal, then you want to decrease those. So carbohydrates, they are a great source of energy. They are important. You just need to eat them at a level that will support your energy and your performance, but not increase your body fat. So next time we will be talking about the important role of fat in our diet. Thanks for watching.